Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living a life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as oh yeah. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Oh, live as one. Live as one. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hi. Is it still raining outside? Okay. I didn't pray for that. It started on my way here. And welcome to everybody who are here at Unity of Gaithersburg and out there in Love Streaming Land. I'm Reverend Edith Washington Wood, so grateful to be the senior minister here today. And my phone is talking. Can you turn it down? Hello, YouTube people. Hi. You're on my phone, too. I'll welcome you in a minute. Like, I'm welcoming you, and then I'll type something up. Oh, it's interesting how life happens. So I guess you're wondering, like, why is this candle stuff here, and why are the chairs a little bit different? Welcome to our special service today on peace. I think we need a little peace in the world, right? And we know it begins with us. So it's going to be a little different, and we're all in this together. So again, welcome out there. And do we have anyone here that are new to our community? If you are new, raise your hand. If you're new out there and love Streaming Land on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page, just let us know, and we'll be there to greet you. Anybody that hasn't been here in a while, raise your hand. Okay. Oh, hi. Hi. So good to see you guys. Hello, fellas. Hi. So, again, there is not going to be any formal giving and generosity time today because it is special service. Ways that you can give, back there in the back, the little triangle box, you can stick your love offering or your gift in there. And those of you online, if you go to our Unity of Gaithersburg website, then you can go to the donation and click there. And we bless you, and we are so appreciative of all of you that assist with how we show up here at Unity, yes? So thank you again. All right, so we're going to have the reading of the daily word. Pam.
So this is a daily word that was personally selected for today's service on peace. And it reads as the following. It's from June 26, 1986. I was in the 7th grade.
Wow, that's amazing.
The words are world peace. I am God's instrument of peace. Peace in the world begins with peace in the heart. Peace in the home, peace in the community. Peace in the world begins with people who make peace their aim in their individual lives and in their every interaction with others. I make peace my aim and know that I am God's instrument of peace. I am at peace within myself. The turbulent thoughts or emotions are calmed as I realize that God's presence of peace is within me. I see myself, my words, my actions as channels through which God's peace flows. I make my home a haven of God's peace. I see evidence of God's presence everywhere. I see others who share my home as children of God, children of peace. I bless my community with the thought of peace and see each person in it as part of my spiritual family. As I become God's instrument of peace in my individual realm, peace in the world becomes a reality. The harvest of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace. James 3:18.
So let's take a moment to open even more fully in a time of prayer. I invite you to gently close your eyes if they're open. And if not, to just focus on one spot in the room. As we open up to the possibility of being peace. That peace that surpasses all understanding. That peace that calls each of us to be the instruments of peace. For where there is war, we claim love. Where there is strife, we claim peace. Where there is inharmony, we claim peace. For peace begins with us. And we know it on the deepest deepest level. So I invite you to think about a time when you felt peace at any time in your life. And as we consider peace as a possibility, we already know it to be true. And as we open our hearts even more to this peaceful place of existence, we prepare ourselves to move forward, to know peace is possible in this moment and in every moment to be. And so it is. Amen. And now we have our community core value, and I think it's really fitting for today. I invite you to say it with me together. We welcome, honor, and embrace all. We are a safe harbor. We value and support connection, open-hearted communication, and active engagement. So just think about that for a moment. Like, we're a community. We are a community, each one of us who are here and those of us who are online. We are this spiritual community, this essence of beingness. And we are being called to be the instruments of peace. We are called to be a safe harbor, that whomever walks into these doors, regardless to what they may look like, say, sound, do, be, that is safe here. Yes? Would you agree? Okay. And so as we continue with this sacred, somewhat solemn ceremony, we think about anywhere that there is not appearing to be peace right now. And we're starting with a candlelighting service. These candles here represent all of the children who are in hostage in Gaza. I heard it's 20. It could be 30. So we're just going to imagine them, different shapes, sizes, ages, right? And each of them represent all who have been in bondage, who have wanted anything but love in the whole world, all of us. That it represents all of us. That it represents people who are Israeli. It represents people who are Pakistani. It represents people. I said that, didn't I? Oh my goodness. I was practicing on my way here, and I said it. And I said, I'm not going to say that. I said it. So it must be some Pakistanis that want us to hold peace for them too. Palestinian is what I intended to say. It represents people in Ukraine. It represents people in Russia. It represents people in any place in the world. Each of these candles that represents children, they then represent the thousands upon thousands in the world. And so we start with this candlelighting.
And as they light the candles, we will be sharing a song from both the Palestinian and the Israeli music traditions. The first is called Yar Abi Salami, and it is O Spirit of Peace. I will do my best to sing it in Arabic and then in English, so you will hear the translation. salam, Ya Rab salami, Amta alayna salam, Ya Rab salami, Imna biladana salam. O Spirit of peace, send us the rain of peace. O Spirit of peace, let every heart be filled with peace. O Spirit of peace, send us the rain of peace. O Spirit of peace, give to our land abiding peace. Give to our land abiding peace. Shalom Aleinu, Kol Yisrael, V'Ibru Iramen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Kol Yisrael. 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 Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Kol Yisrael.
So I'm going to prelude a little bit about this. I know Edith doesn't know I was going to prelude, but I sent this poem. I found this poem online, and I sent it to Edith because as a person of Jewish heritage, this has been a very difficult time, I think, for many of people of Jewish heritage, as we've been seeing what's been going on. And each of us are called to our own attempt to understand this. And so many of us have felt pressure in social media to choose a side. Choose a side. Say something, do something, choose a side. And as a student of A Course in Miracles for probably the majority now of my adult life, I have come to recognize that choosing a side is never the only way. It's not one or the other. It's both and. And that's a hard place to be in a world of politics and in a world that wants to see things only in a certain way. So peace asks us to sit in the space of both and. And as A Course in Miracles would say, to rise above the battleground and to come to a place of your heart where you can rest in peace. So this poem really spoke volumes to me, and I thought it was an important thing to share. Today, I am taking sides. I am taking the side of peace. Peace which I will not abandon, even when its voice is drowned out by hurt and hatred, bitterness of loss, cries of right and wrong. I am taking the side of peace, whose name has barely been spoken in this winnerless war. I will hold peace in my arms and share my body's breath, lest peace be added to the body count. I will call for de-escalation, even when I want nothing more than to get even. I will do it in the service of peace. I will make a clearing in the overgrown thicket of cause and effect, so peace can breathe for a minute and reach for the sky. I will do what I must to save the life of peace. I will breathe through tears. I will swallow pride. I will bite my tongue. I will offer love without testing for deservingness. So don't ask me to wave a flag today, unless it is the flag of peace. Don't ask me to sing an anthem, unless it is the song for peace. Don't ask me to take sides, unless it is the side of peace.
I have a prayer for peace that is from the Prophet Muhammad. O God, you are peace. From you comes peace. To you returns peace. Revive us with a salutation of peace, and lead us to your abode of peace. Prophet Muhammad.
At this time, I would like the choir to join me as they stand in their places. We're going to sing a chant from the Buddhist tradition. If you are familiar with Tina Turner's recording of many of the Buddhist chants, this one is from that, and this is the one that she did with a group of children. And so we're going to share this with you. It's in Sanskrit. And the English translations, you will see them as we sing, but I will share them in advance. May there be happiness in all. May there be peace in all. May there be completeness in all. May there be success in all. Om, peace, peace, peace. Sarvesham Svastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Svastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu.
Do you think peace is possible? Do you really think peace is possible? It doesn't look like it right now, does it? Right? Like I'm getting these like God bumps. Because we claim it, right? And it's true that peace is possible inside of us. Mm-hmm. And how many times is it, right, that something can happen? I tend to talk about what happens driving down the street. And it happened this morning. I'm taking a right onto Fairland, I think. What's the name of that street? No, Randolph Road. And I'm turning, and I turn off of Fairland onto Randolph. And then here comes this person. I cock my head. I'm like, what's up with that? And they, of course, had to jump in front of me. And the first reaction I had was, you don't know who you... I wasn't thinking that. Y'all thought it. You don't know who you messing with. Huh? I'm from Gary, Indiana. What you say? And I had to call it back. I said, well, I'm only talking about peace today. And this person, I didn't even see their face or anything. They were, and they jumped in front of me and they make a right, and I'm like, I'm gonna catch him. And there was a whole bunch of cars on that street. No, not Randolph. It was the other one. No, not that one either. It was the one that began with an M. It doesn't really matter, does it? Doggone it. And I'm going to remember it in 1 second. Watch me. 350, that one. And it's 25 cars because they're going. They have the right of way, and I can't get in to catch up. So what did I do? I just took a deep breath and said, oh, well. But this is what happens, right? So when we're talking about peace, we have to look at even those small times when it's just so little. And we have to call our peace in. Like, uh-oh, whoa, I'm going there again. Uh-oh, what? And I was reading this story in National Geographic Online, and it was about a guy named Aziz Abu Sarah. He grew up near Jerusalem. When he was 7, he was watching television, and he saw a bunch of young men throwing rocks at the Israeli soldiers. He didn't know why they did it, but he thought it was really exciting, right? You're 7 years old, and, he's watching this. So he thought it would be kind of cool to throw some rocks at his Arab neighbors until he found out that wasn't good to do because his father spanked him. Yeah. And the little boys in his neighborhood, they would throw rocks. They called them stones, but they would throw rocks at these soldiers because the soldiers would be mean to them sometimes. Until his brother, that was 18 and he was 9, went to prison for throwing rocks for a year. And shortly after he came back, his brother died. And they thought that it was because of the injuries he had, when he was in prison. So Aziz became very, very angry, bitter. You might even say he had a little bit of hatred at the Israeli soldiers. So he kept throwing rocks until it was time for him to get prepared to go to college. He was in high school, and he made the decision to go and learn Hebrew. So here all these Jewish folks, they're learning Hebrew together, and he was afraid at first, like, oh my God, what are they going to do to me? And he realized he had never known, even living there, he had never known a Jewish person who wasn't a soldier. His only experience was Israeli soldiers and what they did to them. And as he was in school and learning Hebrew, he started becoming friends with them. And they started having conversation and communication about what they felt like. Many of them felt sadness and hatred and bitterness because of what the other side had done to them. And he had some conflicting, one minute, he'd say, but I'm supposed to hate them. What they did to my brother, what they doing to my people. And on the other hand, he said, but wow, they're really nice. We laugh, we have fun. And the hatred started melting away. It started to melt away. He started having peace within himself because he learned something different than what he had known all his life. And so when we're seeing how people are in the world or in our life, sometimes we don't know what it is what experiences they are having in that moment, or what experiences they had 5-10 years before. Because people have painful experiences. We tend to sometimes judge people, like I did with the person. I don't even know if it was a guy, a woman. I don't know who it was. Just it was a smaller car than mine, and I could have took it. Aziz realized he had a new mission, and that was to be a bridge between the two. between the Israelis and the Palestinians, between Jewish people and Arab people. And I have to tell you, I'm certain that that's true. And it's rising up, right? It's rising up for us to see it, even though it doesn't look like it right now. And what I believe he realized is that you can't solve a problem at the level of the problem. We can't solve war with more war. We can't solve hatred with more hatred. We can only solve it with love and more love, with empathy and more empathy, with compassion and more compassion. We have to discover, like they say in the Course of Miracles, that giving and receiving are the same. And that which we give, we get back. In the Revealing Word, our book of metaphysical terms by Charles Fillmore, our co-founder, he said this about peace. He said, peace is steadfast affirmations of peace that will harmonize our whole body structure and open the way to attainment of health conditions in mind and body. What in the world does that mean? Have you ever noticed when you're upset, when you're really, really upset, when you're really, 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 really upset, your whole body tenses up? Huh? Like that, right? Okay, I want you to do that. Tense up, just like I did. Just tense it up. All of that, all of that. Oh, you can't stand it. Let it go. Just, right? Because when we're upset, our whole body is in it. We don't even know it. And when we practice it, it seems like, oh, no, my body doesn't do that. No. I don't do that when I'm upset. So I invite you to check yourself when you get upset and see what's happening. Check in. What's going on in your shoulders? What's going on in your jaw? What's going on in your back, your belly, your breast, whatever it is? Something's happening. And when we practice peace, and it's a practice, then we learn that our body shows up. And we have better health conditions, as Charles Fillmore was saying. We become peacemakers. And in the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and 9, it states, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God." So when we look at these candles that are lit to represent every child is held in captivity in Gaza, and then we expand it out to the children of the world that may be held in bondage of some way, and we expand it out to all of the people who are held in bondage, because some people are held in bondage in their own mind. Bondage is bondage. Yeah. Yeah. And in the Buddhist chant that we did, that Miss Tina Turner, whom was a Buddhist, I don't know if you don't, but she was, and those English translation, may there be happiness in all, may there be peace in all, may there be completeness in all, may there be success in all. Om. Peace. 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 When we begin to know peace in our own body, we know that peace is possible. We become the instruments of peace. And by doing that, right now, it connects us with our power of the month, our spiritual power, which is zeal. And it is the ability to start and motivate. Like, just start practicing peace, right? So like in here, when we're here together and everybody's looking at each other and waving, you can wave at just wave at people. Say hi, hi, hi. And we get to be peace together. Yeah. I know, I got you doing stuff again. But the disciple is Simon the Canaanite, and he represents that motivation, right? I'm going to say the motivation for peace. And the corresponding color just happens to be what? Orange, just like a pumpkin. You know it. And the location is the back of the head. Yeah, right. You know, so if you need to wake up and practice peace, you can just tap yourself back there. Just a little bit. Wake you up, wake you up. It'll wake you up, I promise. We are, right now, instruments of peace. We get to take that on, right? And I offer you this Buddhist prayer for peace. It's a Tibetan Buddhist prayer. Listen to these words as if you are saying them yourself. May I be at peace. May my heart remain open. May I awaken to the light of my own nature. May I be healed. May I be a source of healing for all beings. That's who we are. And when you walked in today, you were given an affirmation. That is our affirmation for today and a gift for you to take with you when you leave. I'm going to say it once and then invite us to say it together. I am willing to be an instrument of peace. Together, I am willing to be an instrument of peace. Again, I am willing to be an instrument of peace. Now say it a little lower. One more time. I am willing to be an instrument of peace. And we take this into a time of meditation. If you haven't closed your eyes, I invite you to do so. Becoming still once again. Taking a gentle breath in, breathing in the oxygen that's in the air that we all have collectively contributed to. Taking it in, breathing in, and gently breathing out. Relaxing into the nothingness of the now. As we declare peace in this moment. Allowing us to remember that time at the beginning of the service where I invited you to think about a time when you experienced peace. Bringing that time up right now, feeling it in our whole body. Perhaps you may feel it in one space, like your stomach or your shoulders or your mouth or your crown chakra, but feeling the feeling of peace. And in this moment, in this collective moment that we're having, imagining that this peace is cascading down from the top of our heads, coming down, moving down through our face, moving down through our torso, moving through our legs and our arms, out to the tips of our fingers and the tips of our toes. Allowing peace. Allowing peace to just simply take over in every cell of our body in a way that we know what peace is. And as we move into a time of silence, we take those words from our affirmation and make them our own. I am willing to be an instrument of peace. I am willing to be an instrument of peace. I am willing to be an instrument of peace. We join our hearts and minds together even deeper as we experience the silence the space between the words in this moment. I am an instrument of peace. In the silence, we go deeper together. I am. I am. I am an instrument. I am an instrument of peace. And in this expanded moment of consciousness, we claim peace now. We know it within ourselves, and we know it for everything in this world. And as we gently bring ourselves back to this space and time, I invite you, several of you at one time, to come up to the front and take one of the tea lights and light it off the light that is represented by the children, any children that are held in bondage, any children of the world, and the multitudes of people who have fled their homeland, those who in our family that may need us to hold the light for them. I invite you in this moment to come up and light a candle for peace for them. You may do that now. Okay. Notice the lights. They're all in a circle, representing the world. And we are part of the world. We declare peace right now. Right now. And now we have something we want you to watch.
The song that you are about to hear was written in collaboration with the Jerusalem Youth Chorus. This is a choir in Jerusalem that works with both Israeli and Palestinian singers to sing together in beautiful harmony. The song we wrote together draws inspiration from their powerful stories and their life experiences. You will hear English, Arabic, and Hebrew in the song. Enjoy!
I sing for the stones beneath my feet. I sing for the child that smiled in the street. I sing delight in the load of the wind. I sing to appease the demons within. I don't need to sing to prove my existence. I don't need to sing to fight your indifference. I sing for the lessons the world hasn't learned. I sing for my soul as she watches it burn. I sing as the trees grow branches above, and I don't need a reason to love. אני עומדת יחפה אל מול שדות פתוחים, ראשי מסתחרר, מסרב להחלים. אין לי כוח להכיל את כובד השנים. הכל מסתחרר בלילות וימים. עכשיו אאלץ לדחוק בגפיי, לגשר בליבי ראשי וידיי. זה הרגע לקום, לחטא פצעים, לחלוק הכאב, להחליט להשלים. I sing for the stones beneath my feet. I sing for the child that smiled in the street. I sing delight in the load of the wind. I sing to appease the demons within. I don't need to sing to prove my existence. I don't need to sing to fight your indifference. I sing for the lessons the world hasn't learned. I sing for my soul as she watches it burn. I sing as the trees grow branches above, and I don't need a reason to love. Sometimes I feel that my voice won't be heard because I will be afraid. We need to rise up and sing for our pain, cause I'm feeling lost, can I be shown the way?
صوتي عم بوجع من كثر ما ناديت، تعبت من كثر ما غنيت وحكيت، مش عم اشوف تغيير ولا اي اشي صغير، ما بعني بهالحكي رح بستسلم وبطير. اصحابي معاي عالطريق عم بنقاتل مع بعض، بنكمل الصراع وبنعبر لكل حدا صغير، عم بقول له لا تسافر، ضلك احلم بلدك فيها خير. غامز
Show us a reason to love. Let's love each other. And let's love these kids when they come in. Okay.
Okay. So today, as you can tell, we had a little Halloween celebration. But we also talked about a bunch of things. What was today's daily word? What was the word? Yes.
Imagination.
And what did imagination mean?
Creativity.
Yes, because all of them here have their own specific talents. You know, some are good at, what's the name of this thing you got on? Pikachu. And, that's it, Pokemon. And some are good with cars, and some are good with art, and some are good with singing. And who is it that we said you reminded us of today?
Jimi Hendrix.
Who was Jimi Hendrix?
A singer.
So Jimi Hendrix was a singer. So we have all of that, and I know we're in a rush today. Oh, okay, well, you know, let's have a nap. Somebody wanted a nap, remember? Yeah. So hold on one sec. What is, we're going to say it out loud together. What is the power of the month? And the color is? Orange. Yes, and so as you know, these young people are always full of zeal. And I just want to let your parents know that they each have a bag, and in that bag is Halloween treats. But let me say this, they did not get to eat any of them under my watch. What happens when we sing the peace song and they come to you? It's wide open. You do what you need to do. However,
So they do have some treats in there as well. So today we did a cooperative project, which we didn't finish, so we'll finish it next week. They are making a 3D haunted village. So, yes. Yes. So we'll finish that up next week and bring it here. So let's get ready to close out. All righty, go ahead, the first paragraph.
I am the light of the world. I live as the light.
You are the light of the world. You live as the light.
Okay,
We are the light of the world. We live as the light.
Okay, and as that, they're dressed. I want you to just say, let's give them a round of applause and who they come to be. Because even in costumes, they show up as themselves. So thank you so much.
Listen up. I know each of you are instruments of peace. Let's go out and be peaceful. Have a wonderful week.